Ricardo, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to continue with the topic that we studied yesterday. What did we study yesterday, Lenin? What did you learn yesterday? Your microphone is on mute, Lenin.
Okay. Double H in question.
Okay. Such as where, why,
Where, what,
uh-huh,
what, woes, parece.
whose,
Woes,
whose,
whose, which,
mhm,
whom. Okay.
okay. Um, where, why, when, how, whose, why, which, right?
Right.
So to start the class, we're gonna have a kind of a game. All right. Yesterday we went over a word search, but today we are gonna have a memory game. So let me share my screen. Good morning, Julio.
Good morning, teacher.
Do you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
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 Right here, what I have right here is a memory. We're going to play with WH words and their function. For example, if you remember yesterday, I told you that when is used for days and dates, right? Why is used for explanations or reason. How is used for methods. Mm, which is used for choices or options. Okay, so you're going to give me a column, and then you're going to give me a line. As you can see, I have four columns and I have 4 lines. For example, Guille, you can tell me, all right, teacher, give me a column 4 is this one, line number 4. So I click on this one, is which, and then you give me the second card, right? Let's say
Column 2,
column 2, give me the
line 3.
line 3. Not really, because time doesn't match with which, right? So like this, Lenin, you're gonna be the first one. Start.
Column 3.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mm,
which line?
Two.
Line 2. Place.
Okay.
Mhm.
Place. Line 1.
Like line 1.
Sí, okay, sí. Yes.
But which one? Column
Co-
1,
Column 1.
3, or 4?
Column 1.
This one.
Yes.
Not really.
This is-
Information doesn't match with place. Ricardo. Ricardo Alfaro.
Column 2,
Mhm.
line 1.
When?
Column 3, line 2.
Okay, Julio Barrera, it's your turn.
Yes. Is column uh, column time is column 2
Mhm.
line column 2 line 2.
How?
Oh, um, is column 4 line 3.
Column 4, line 3.
Column 4 line 3.
How? Why? You have 2 WH words. Okay, Hector Lima.
Okay. Uh, column 1,
Mhm.
line 4.
Whose?
And column 3, line 3.
Reason. Oh, they don't match. Thank you for your participation. Jose Alvarez.
Column 3,
Mhm.
file 2.
Place.
Column 4,
Mhm.
file 4.
Line 4.
Yes, line 4.
This one. Okay.
Yes.
Not really. Sergio de León.
Column 2,
Hmm?
line 4.
Choice. Okay, come on, Sergio de León. If you pay close attention, you'll make it.
Choice.
Choice or options. Choice or options.
Okay.
Which is the word that is used for choice or options?
Options. Which.
Which, exactly. Okay, give me the second card.
Column 4, line 3.
Not really. Okay, Luis Quintanilla.
Column 2, line 4. Column 4, line 4.
Good job.
Excellent.
All right, continue, Luis. Continue, Luis. Luis, continue. Luis Quintanilla, are you there? All right. Abimael, continue.
Tell me.
Continue, Abimael.
Column 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, 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 uh. One. One.
Line 1. When?
Column 4, 5, 3. Oh,
Really? Jose Bonilla?
Column 4,
Mm-hmm. Which line?
line 1.
Person.
Column 2,
Mm-hmm.
line 2. Ah,
Let's see who's next.
Me.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Column 4,
Uh-huh.
line 3.
What?
I don't remember. Column 4, line 1. Ah!
Right. Carlos Calderon, you haven't participated.
Okay. Column 2, line 2. Quiero ver. Column 1, line 3.
Where? Okay. Jackson.
Column 1, line 4.
Who's?
Column 3, line 2.
Please. Miguel Cruz.
Sí, teacher, serían column 2, line 2,
Uh-huh. How?
column 4, line 1.
No.
No,
No. Eh, the I think everyone participated already. Okay, so
Me,
teacher.
me,
Gije, it's your turn. Yeah.
column 2,
Mm-hmm.
line 1,
When?
and column 2, line 3.
Good job. Continue, Gije.
Column 4,
Mm-hmm.
line 3, column 3, line 3.
Continue, Gige.
Column 1, line 4, and column 2, line 2.
Lenin,
Oh.
Lenin.
Column 2,
Mm-hmm.
line 4,
I don't have line 4. I just
line,
two. This is the only
no,
one.
no, column 1. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Column 1,
Uh-huh.
line 4.
Whose?
Column 4, line 2. Like, no, era 1. No, era 1.
Okay, Anair.
Column 1,
Mhm.
line 1.
Column 1.
Column,
Okay.
column 3,
Mm-hmm.
line 1.
Oh, Ricardo Alfaro, you have it. It's yours. You have it.
Column 1,
Huh?
line 1. Column 4, line 2.
Continue. Continue, Ricardo.
Column 1,
Hmm?
line 2.
Method.
Column 4, line 1.
Okay. Miguel.
Okay, teacher, sería column 1,
Mm-hmm.
line 3,
Where?
line 3 sería column
Column.
3, line 4.
Julio Barrera.
Okay, is column 3, line 4, and column 4, line 1.
Good. Continue, Julio Barrera. Continue. Continue.
Column 1, line 3. No, it's line 3. Okay.
What? You say column 1. Oh,
Column 1. Okay, no problem.
all
No
right.
problem. This is column 3, line 1.
Column 3, line 1.
Yes.
This one. Okay, continue. Continue.
Column 1, line 3.
Mm-hmm.
Column 3, line 2.
All right, and the last one, method
Yes.
matches with
Yes.
how. Okay, good job,
Right.
Julio. All right. Do you have any question about WH words? You don't have any question?
Um, who is this belonging? Belonging? Oh, creo que sí decía.
Yeah, whose?
Ajá.
Whose refers to belonging.
Belonging.
Mhm. And belonging means possession. It's the same as possession.
¿Y en sí qué significa esto, belonging?
Possession.
¿Una posesión? ¿No?
Possession. Pertenencia. Something that is yours. Belonging.
Okay.
Any other question? Anthony, you don't have questions?
No question.
Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me.
Uh, when do you why for
When do we use
yeah,
we use why for reasons or explanations?
in this case the answer always use the because.
You always use because in your answer.
Is grammatic role.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm going to show you a paragraph. And I want you to take a look at the paragraph. I want you to read the paragraph, basically. But I'm going to give you only 25 seconds. So you can remember as much information as possible. Try to read the paragraph in 25 seconds. Then I'm going to remove the paragraph and you're going to tell me what you understood. At least try to give me one sentence about something that you remember. Okay? You're not allowed to write down anything. Don't write down anything. Just read the paragraph and try to remember. Okay? You're gonna have 25 seconds. You ready?
Ready?
Yes, ready.
So.
25 seconds. 3, 2, 1, start now. Okay, time's up. I gave you more than 25 seconds. Time's up, time's up.
Very little time.
Okay, Anthony, what do you remember about the paragraph? Give me at least one sentence.
I remember the Brian is a doctor.
Okay, Brian is a doctor.
Yes. He have the lunch and dependence your, how do you say pacientes?
Patience.
Patients.
Yeah.
And his favorite program start between 8 o'clock in the night.
Okay, let me write down his favorite program starts at what time?
8, remember 8 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
8 p.m.
8 o'clock. Let me ask somebody else about the paragraph. Thank you, Anthony. Guille,
Yes.
what else?
Okay. I try. Brian is a doctor. He usually get up at 6 o'clock, but today he get up at 6:30, half past.
He usually gets up at 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock, yes. But today he gets up at 6:30, half past 6. He looks sick person, I remember. He usually goes to work by train.
He goes to by train.
By train, but today he's driving to work. His car. Yes, go late. What more? He usually watches TV at 7:30 and go to bed. He goes to bed at 24 hours.
He usually watches TV at 7:30.
7:30.
Okay.
And goes to bed, and he goes to bed at 24:00.
24.
Only that. Only that.
Anything else, Sergio? Sergio de Leon, anything else? Besides this information? Do you remember any detail? Information?
Brian is a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He get up at 6 a.m. He drives to work.
So he doesn't usually go to work by train.
Excuse me?
He doesn't usually go to work by train. He drives to work.
He drives to work.
All right.
He drives to work.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
No recuerdo más, no recuerdo mucho.
Okay. So you said that Brian is a doctor. Yes, Brian is a doctor. His favorite program starts at 8 o'clock. Let's see. His favorite program starts at 7:30. So it doesn't start at 8 o'clock, right? It starts at 7:30, 7:30. He usually gets up at 6 o'clock. He usually gets up at 6 o'clock, yes. He usually goes to work by train. He usually goes to work by train. That's correct. He usually watches TV at 7:30. Actually, it's true, right? Because his favorite program starts at 7:30, so he watches TV at that time. And he goes to bed at 24. Yes, he goes to bed at 24. So I want you to make as many questions as possible based on Brian's information. I'm going to give you like 5 or 7 minutes so you can make as many questions as possible.
The time of the lunch?
Yes, for example, you can ask for what time does he have lunch? Or what time does he normally have lunch? That might be a question. So, but I just want you to focus on the questions. Make questions, but don't write down the answers. Just make the questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, start now, please.
No entendí qué vamos a hacer. Alguien me explica, por favor.
Pues creo que era sacar preguntas en positivo. Bueno, sacar preguntas del texto. Como que si fuera a preguntarle a alguien cosas de Brian.
Ok, gracias.
¿Cómo fue? No lo escuché.
Pues por lo que entendí, teníamos que sacar preguntas del texto, como que si estuvieras preguntándole a alguien cosas del párrafo. Por ejemplo, is, was he a doctor? ¿Cómo es? Brian is a doctor. No, es Brian. What is the doctor?
Time's up.
Only question and two answers.
Without answers, Anthony.
Okay.
Just the questions. How many questions do you have, Anthony? Anthony.
Seven questions.
Okay. Anthony, can you please ask one of your questions to Jose Alvarez?
Okay. Jose Alvarez,
Yes.
what time does Brian get up?
Hmm. He usually get up at 6 o'clock.
He usually gets up. Remember that is third person form of the verb. He usually gets up.
He usually gets up at 6 o'clock.
Okay, Jose Alvarez, ask one of your questions to Sergio de Leon.
Sergio de Leon.
Yes.
What does Brian do?
Excuse me, Alvarez.
What does Brian do?
Brian is a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good. Good job. Sergio de Leon, ask one of your questions to Julio Barrera.
Okay. Julio Barrera.
Same.
Okay. What time does Brian have a lunch? What time does Brian have lunch?
Um, he always has no, um, he he always his lunch.
Always, and the verb, Julio?
No, has
Uh-huh.
he he
Always.
has he has his lunch and 12 12 12.
Mm-hmm. 12.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to make a parenthesis right now. When it's 12, when it's 12 p.m., you can also say noon. Mm-hmm. When it's 12 p.m., you can also say noon. So you can say he has lunch at noon.
He has lunch at noon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Es como decir mediodía.
Okay.
Yeah, noon. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
How do you say the medianoche?
Medianoche. Ajá.
Midnight.
Midnight.
Yes. 12 a.m. is midnight. Midnight. And you always say at midnight. At midnight. Julio Barrera, please ask one of your questions to Aldair.
Okay. Like, what time Brian arrived at work?
Something is missing, Julio, in your question. Something is missing in your question.
What time Brian arrived? No.
What do you need after the WH word? Do you need the auxiliary or the subject?
Is what the a qué horas?
Yes.
What time?
After the WH word, you need the auxiliary or the subject?
Is auxiliary?
But in that case, you don't have the auxiliary. So what is the auxiliary? Do or does?
Yes. And does.
Okay. Ask the question again.
Okay. Does what time Brian arrive at work?
What time does Brian?
Oh, what time does? Okay. What time does Brian arrive at work?
Aldair?
He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning.
At 6:30.
6:30.
Okay. Aldair, can you please turn on your camera? Thank you. All right. Aldair, please ask one of your questions to Jose Bonilla.
Okay. What time does Brian watch TV?
What time does Brian watch TV?
Yes.
Okay. Jose Bonilla?
Brian does watches TV
Watches TV.
of at half past 7.
At 7:30. Yes. Now Jose Bonilla asked a question to Lenin.
What time does Brian go to bed?
Brian go to bed at 24.
Go, Lenin. Brian go or Brian goes?
Brian goes to bed at 24.
24. Okay. Lenin, ask one of your questions to Carlos Calderon.
Carlos Calderon. Okay. What time does Brian usually get up?
What time does Brian usually get up? Okay.
Yes.
He usually get up at 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock. Okay. Carlos Calderon, do you have a question with why? Did you make a question with why?
Yes.
Okay, ask that question to Guille.
Okay. Why does Brian watch TV at 7:30?
Because his favorite program starts at this hour.
Okay.
At this time.
Oh, this time.
Okay, at this time, Guille. Yes. Guille, do you have a question with how?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ask that question, please, to Miguel.
Okay. How does Brian usually go to work? How does Brian usually go to work?
Usually go to work.
How? But how? How does Brian usually go to work?
He usually go to work 6 o'clock.
That's
No,
not
how?
how. The method.
How?
How?
¿Cómo?
Espérame. De cómo.
How? The method. How?
In which transport?
Train, usually go to work train.
By train.
But by train.
By train. He
Today.
usually goes to work by train. Okay, Miguel, do you have a
Okay.
question? Do you have a question using when?
Okay.
Do you have a question? Did you make a question using when?
Yes.
Okay, ask the question to Jackson.
Jackson, what time does Brian get to work?
Okay,
Brian,
okay, wait, Jackson. Repeat that question, please, Miguel.
Okay, sería, what time does Brian get to work?
Get to work, okay. Or you can say, guys, is it possible to say when does Brian get to work? Is it possible to make this question? When does Brian get?
Okay, okay.
Is it possible?
When does Brian get to work? Yes.
Guys, I'm asking you. Is it correct if you say when?
No. No.
Not really.
When?
Let me tell you that it's correct. That is correct. But we normally say what time to be more specific. When does Brian get to work? That's okay. But to be more specific, we say what time does Brian get to work?
Teacher. Ese when se podría interpretar, porque aquí dice, ¿cuándo va Brian al trabajo? Se podría interpretar cualquier fase del tiempo, ¿verdad? Ya sea día, mes, hora.
The first one, when you say when, it's like very general. Maybe you're referring to the time. Maybe you're referring to the day. So the question is correct, but it's too general. So that's why we use what time. When you use what time, you are being really specific.
Okay.
But I don't have mistake.
No,
This
I mean,
expression.
if you ask me, when does Brian get to work? Maybe, I don't know if you're asking me for the day, the time, right? So I can tell you, hey, Anthony, he goes, he gets to work every day. Or I can tell you he gets to work at 7:30. So grammatically is correct, but maybe you might have some confusion in your answer. So that's why you better use what time to be more specific.
Understood.
Mhm. Okay, so Jackson, can you answer, please?
Brian get at 6 o'clock.
Brian gets to work at 6 o'clock. Okay. Jackson, can you please ask one of your questions to Gustavo Hidalgo?
Where does he work?
Okay, good question. Where does he work? Gustavo Hidalgo?
He works at a hospital.
The paragraph doesn't say, right? The paragraph doesn't say, but Brian is a doctor. Doctors work
At a hospital.
at a hospital, right? So that's why we can say that Brian works at a hospital, right? So that was a really good question. Gustavo Hidalgo, can you ask a
Yes.
question to Hector Lima?
Okay. Ya dijeron casi todas. What time?
Oh, did you make a question using who?
Who?
No.
No, but
But if you ask this question, who
Who
does
is Brian?
Brian look after? Who does Brian look after? Hector?
Okay, one moment. Okay. What does it mean, look after?
Who does Brian look after?
I don't know, teacher. What does it mean, look after?
Look after, guys, is the same as
Yeah.
is the same
¿Quién
as
cuida?
care. It's the same as take care. So who does Brian look after?
I don't know, teacher.
Okay. Gustavo Hidalgo, do you know the answer?
He takes care patients.
He
people sick.
Care or looks after his patients. Patients. The correct pronunciation is patient. Patient. Patient.
Patient.
Patient.
Patient. Patient can be a noun or can be an adjective. In this case, when it says Brian looks after his sick patients, patients in this case is a noun, it's not an adjective. But when patient is an adjective, it refers to a characteristic of your personality.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have the questions
Okay.
about this word, patient.
Mm-hmm.
Patient in Spanish, paciente, but the people consult with doctor.
Yes.
But paciente is the person awaiting, is the same.
Yes, so that's why I'm explaining to you that patient in this case in the paragraph is a noun, is the person who is sick.
Oh,
All right. But also patient refers to an adjective. That means you are tolerant.
oh, okay,
Okay.
okay, all right.
For example, Anthony, I can ask you this question. Anthony, are you patient?
Yes, I am patient.
Okay. So I'm asking you for a characteristic of your personality.
Oh, okay, understood.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Lenin, are you patient?
Yes,
Yes, I
I
am.
try. Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Yeah, okay. Carlos Calderon, are you patient at work? No, no, he's not patient.
He's not. He is not. No, no, I am.
You're not patient at work.
No.
Okay. All right. Um, let's see. Guille,
Yes, tell me.
is your boss patient?
My boss.
Yes.
I think so. Yes, he is.
Okay. So you see, patient can be a noun that refers to a person, or patient can refer to um, a characteristic of your personality. Okay.
Okay, okay.
But also we have another noun. This is a noun. And the pronunciation is patience. Okay, look at this. This is, the spelling is not the same, right? The spelling is not the same, but it's still a noun, right? And the pronunciation is this one, patience.
Only pronunciation is difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Patient.
right.
But this refers to paciencia, which is the noun. Una cosa es ser paciente pero tenemos el noun que es paciencia. Right? So this noun is patience. All right?
All right.
So what we're gonna do right now is this. We are going to focus on this reading. We are gonna read this reading, but I want you to focus on your pronunciation. Remember that in previous classes, I told you about one rule that we have in pronunciation, that when you have a word that ends in a consonant and then you have another word that starts with a vowel, you join the two sounds, right? Like for example, right here, Brian is a doctor. Okay, but there are some other things that I want to tell you. When you are reading, you need to pay close attention to your intonation, and you need to respect punctuation. For example, you have a sentence right here, you don't have a question. So your intonation goes like this. Brian is a doctor. Brian is a doctor. Brian is a doctor. So your intonation goes down. But if you say Brian is a doctor, that sounds like a question, right? He looks after sick people. He looks after sick people. That sounds like a question. So be careful with your intonation. And you need to respect punctuation. Right here you have a period, so you make a pause. Right here you have another period, so you make a pause. So Brian is a doctor. He looks after sick people. He usually gets up, because he's the third person form of the verb. Gets up, he usually gets up at 6 o'clock. Gets up at 6, right? You have two linking sounds right here. This one and this one. Okay? Brian is a doctor. He looks after sick people. He usually gets up at 6 o'clock. Today he is late. It is 6:30 and he is still in bed. He usually goes to work by train, but today he is driving to work. And look at this, guys. Look at this. You don't have any comma in this sentence. You don't have any comma. You don't have any period. So you don't need to make a pause. So you read this like this. He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now and he's still driving. Okay, you don't make any pause. You don't make any pause because you don't have a comma, you don't have a period. So you have to respect punctuation. He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now and he is still driving. Can you try that, please? Anthony, can you say please this sentence?
He arrives, o sea, él llega al trabajo a las 6:30
Yes.
cada mañana,
Ajá.
pero inicia, pero a las 7:30 él está.
Yes. Okay, but can you please read this sentence, Anthony, with no pauses? Don't make any pause. You read fluently. Read fluently.
He arrives at work at 6:30.
Don't make any pause.
Every morning.
Anthony, don't make any pause. He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now and he's still driving.
Okay. He's arrived at work at 6:30 every morning, but it's 7:30 now and he's still reading.
Difficult, right? Okay. Gisha, can you try, please?
Okay.
Okay,
Again?
okay. The only this paragraph.
No, just this sentence, please. He arrives at
Okay,
work
okay,
at 6:30. Don't make any pause because you don't have any comma. All right?
okay. I try. He arrives at work at excuse me. Oh, again. He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now and he's still driving. It's difficult.
Okay. Gustavo, try this, please. Say it.
Okay. Uh, he arrives work. he arrives work at 6:30 every morning,
Okay,
but it is
start again.
uh,
He
he,
arrives.
arri- ar- he arrives at work. It's
Okay,
difficult.
what happens? Right here, you have a linking sound. He arrives at, and right here, work at. So he arrives at work. He arrives at work at, okay, he arrives at work at 6:30. Okay, you have two linking sounds every morning, but it is. And right here you have two, but it is. But it is 7:30 now, and right here you don't have contraction. Yes, okay, I know. But you can contract he with is. So you say, and he's still, and he's still, and he's still driving. Okay, try it again, please, Gustavo.
Work at. Okay. Lo puedes subrayar.
Yeah.
Es más fácil de visualizar así.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Thanks. He arrives at work at 7:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now, and he's still driving.
Okay, like that. But more fluently. He arrives at work more naturally, right? More naturally. He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now, and he's still driving. More naturally, right? Without making pauses. All right. Let's see. Ricardo Alfaro. The same sentence.
He arrives at work at 6:30 every morning, but it's 7:30 now. He's still driving.
Try it again. Try it again.
He arrived at work at 6:30 every morning, but it is 7:30 now, and he is still driving.
Okay, now. This is now.
Now. Now.
Now.
Now.
Now. Let's see. There's another thing that I want to mention is that I want to focus on this pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is half. Letter L is not pronounced. Letter L is not pronounced. Half. So, Lenin, can you try, please?
Okay. He hurries up a workout is 5:30 every morning, but is 7:30 now, and it is still dry.
I didn't understand, Lenin. I didn't understand. Try it again. Try it again.
Okay.
He arrives. He arrives at.
Okay. He arrives at workout is 6:30 every morning, but is 7:30 now, and he is still
Driving.
driving.
Driving. Okay. All right. Another. Let's see. Another that is kind of difficult. Okay. Look at this one. He always has his lunch at 12, but today he isn't having lunch at 12. He is looking after his 6 patients. This is another, right? He always has his lunch at 12, but today he isn't having lunch at 12. He is looking after. He's looking after his 6 sick patients. When you have a word that ends in ing form, like for example, looking, letter G is not pronounced. Letter G is not pronounced. So you don't say looking. You say looking. Like this. Looking. Looking, working, playing, walking, studying, right? All those words finish in N sound. So right here, looking after. Since you have this, looking after, but in pronunciation is this. Looking after in pronunciation. You got it?
Looking after.
Yes, looking after. He's looking after his 6 patient. Okay, try to say this. Who wants to help me? Let's see. Carlos Calderon.
Okay.
All right, just this sentence. He's looking after his 6 patient. His sick patients.
He is looking after his 6 patients.
Plural. Say it again.
Patients.
Okay, say it again. The complete sentence.
He is looking after he is looking after he is sick patient.
Try it again.
He is looking after his sick patient.
One more
He
time.
is looking after his sick patients.
Okay. All right. Good. Anthony, can you try, please? Say this. He's looking after his sick patients.
He's looking after his sick patient.
Patients.
Patients. Patients.
Yeah, patients. Try it again.
He's looking after his sick patients. He's looking after his sick patients.
You see, it's kind of tricky, right?
With unit his patients, patients.
He's looking after his sick patients. Patients. Okay, Gustavo Hidalgo, say this.
He's looking after his 6 patients.
Okay, all right, good. And what about this one? Oops, look at this. He usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30. He usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30.
Can I try?
Yes, try, Guille.
He usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program at starts at
Ooh,
half past
almost.
7. Almost.
Try it again.
He usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program. Ah, he usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult. Difficult. The last one.
Okay, yeah. All right. Sergio de Leon, please try.
Okay. He usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30.
Okay, star set. Just one little thing. Star set. Okay.
Starts
Jose
at.
Alvarez.
Okay. He usually watch TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30.
You didn't use the third person form of the verb. You say watch and you say start.
Okay.
Watches, starts. Third person.
He usually watches he usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30.
Mhm. He usually watches TV at 7:30 because his favorite program starts at 7:30. Okay. So if you want to keep on practicing, guys, your pronunciation, uh, you have this PDF on Schoology. Mhm. And you can look for this paragraph. The name of the PDF is Grammar Worksheets. Mhm. And it is in the extra practice folder. Remember that we are on week number 3, right? We are on week number 3. So this is it for today's lesson. We are going to go over the attendance. Yesterday I graded the forum. I don't know if you checked the grade and the comments. You did?
Okay.
Yesterday I graded all the forums. So you already have the grade and the comments.
Yes. Yes.
Ricardo Alfaro,
Present.
Jose Álvarez,
Present.
Julio Herrera,
Present.
José Bonilla,
Present.
Carlos Calderón,
Present.
Jackson,
Present.
Present.
Miguel,
Present.
Sergio de León.
Present.
Abimael Díaz.
Present.
Lenin.
Present.
Guille.
Present.
Gustavo Hidalgo.
Present.
Héctor Lima.
Present.
Luis Quintanilla.
Present.
Anthony.
Present.
And Aldair.
Present.
All right, guys. So this is it for today's lesson. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
See you tomorrow. Take care.
See you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
See you tomorrow.